Hi guys, welcome back to Tactical Edge. I'm Riley and I'm one of the technicians here, and today we're going to be doing a 3-part video series on what I would and wouldn't recommend in the 3 different types of gearbox housings: plastic, nylon and metal. For the first part we're going to be going over plastic, so I'm just going to put these over here and I'll open this up and we can get into it and start talking about it. Alright guys, so now that I've got the Gen 8 plastic gearbox housing open, now everything I say for the gearbox housing and the nylon, especially those two, is universal for Gen 8 and AK and V2 as well, like Gen 9. So this is pretty much for all plastic housings, what I would and wouldn't recommend, and for the nylon ones as well. Metal is a bit different, but I can get into that later. So for the plastic one, what I see a lot of people do when they come in and they want upgrades, or they've already done it themselves and they have problems, is that they have plastic gears and put a metal rack piston in with a metal cylinder head, or there's also like a metal piston head with like a nipple on it. I really wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, I noticed that they would just have that stock and have a metal one of these in, and it will destroy everything. I wouldn't recommend that. Some people also have everything stock and put a big spring in it, like a Linux M110. Which I also wouldn't recommend. That's just way too big. It will 100% definitely strip your gears, and if it didn't do that, it would probably crack or break the housing. The other thing I see people do is they'll have it all plastic and they'll have a metal tapper plate, which is the top plate here. They'll have a metal one, and metal ones, we don't sell them because they're just so destructive to the gearbox. They'll bend upwards, they'll bend downwards. I've seen it snap off and get stuck in between the spur and the sector gear. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. I also see people come in with a metal cylinder head. Now this is just a random one that I have, but I do see people just have everything stuck in a metal cylinder head. So what a metal cylinder would do will cause a lot of whacking sound, and it will probably break the pin that's there that holds the cylinder head in, or it will cause some cracking or many other various things. But I definitely wouldn't recommend it. The things that I would recommend for plastic Gen 8 housing, Gen 9, J10, AK, because even the old RX AKs were plastic at a point in time. Anyway, what I would recommend would be just keep it all stock. If you want to keep it plastic or nylon gears, keep it stock. Just put a green O-ring on it. Put some plumber's tape or stretch the O-ring on the cylinder head, just give it a bit of compression. Put some lube in the cylinder, and either keep a 1.1 spring. The highest I'd go would be a 1.2, especially for plastic. If it's nylon, it can handle a little bit more because it's a little bit tougher. So a 1.25 spring. The highest I'd go would be a 1.25 spring. And as I said, for plastic would be a 1.2. And that's pretty much it. I could put a 10 amp switch or silver wiring if you really wanted to. Motor, I'd keep that stock. You can put a metal trigger in there. I'd keep all this stock as well. And that's pretty much everything I would recommend for a plastic one, because it can't really handle a lot. But doing the O-ring and the spring and doing a better compression there and gluing the barrel T-piece, you can even have a metal barrel, that's fine. It will increase the FPS, but it won't be like, oh my god, crazy amount, It would be a reasonable amount. And I wouldn't definitely put metal gears in. I definitely wouldn't do that. I'd either keep them plastic or nylon, because if you put metal gears in, it can overheat the bushings and it can get really hot and melt your housing and break it, crack it, cause damage. I've seen people have metal gears and just have the plastic stand piston, and that's caused problems. I would really keep it stock the way it is, guys, for gears, that is. But everything else that I said, you know, that I would upgrade to it, I would. That's everything I really would do to it for plastic housing. Everything I would and wouldn't do in mine. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in part 2 of 3 of this video, and a little series. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed me. I'm Riley, I'm the Techs here, Tactical Edge. Please leave a like and comment down below and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Riley signing off. See you guys in the next one.